We own it. This is our thing. We don't want Treyarch coming in here and trying to show us up as this B team. We're going to keep them as the B team. So, like, you know.
And I think in that you see them, they're more like the A team now, right? The way that things, maybe they're not. I don't know.
We'll see how Black
there's
Ops
like
2
17 different teams now at this point working on that shit.
Yeah,
So
it's a little hard to. I think it was easier when like Black Ops 1 came out to sort of be like, oh, well, who's the B team now? But now it's like now there are like so many teams.
Right. All the teams.
But it also seems like potentially from what they've shown of Black Ops 2, you know, say what you will for the Call of Duty formula or whatever, like it seems like they are pushing shit with that game. Like they're taking that into some spaces, at least from a setting perspective, and you know, just certain stylistic things, you know, kind of going forward for Call of Duty.
For sure.
So,
by the way,
okay,
if I had to see somebody take Iron Brigade and actually like continuing it, I would want it to be From Software. That's even possible.
How about PopCap? I'm sitting right here.
PopCap. Okay, I would want it to to I'll redact what I said earlier.
I wouldn't want to play that.
I would want Jeff Green to play that.
I wouldn't want to play
We
that.
turn it into a match 3.
Which version? Yeah, Iron Brigade match 3. You don't want to play that? That sounds amazing.
Iron Brigade Solitaire coming from PopCap this summer.
But From Software, like those, I don't know anyone from Software. I hate that, by the way. Here's this new game from Software. It's like that's pretty much the worst name.
Didn't they
do
that on purpose?
For a thing, but it's so amazing and weird, and I don't know. I would love to see them make a, you know.
Well, I think that's a pretty good
Japanese
answer because
version.
that would be just so diametrically opposed
I guess that's
to.
the thing. Right. If
It's not like they would make a game that would challenge what you had already done. So it's the safest answer you could come up with, because it is not anything that really kind of lines up with the way that that Double Fine carries itself.
I would want to see a different take on it, right? If somebody's gonna take it over, I don't want them to see just like try to fucking clone. What are you doing to me right now?
Just looking at you.
I wouldn't want.
I'm listening to you
smugly.
talk.
It's really. I can't even see you. I wasn't even seeing you.
Okay.
But
I
you
only
were
started
freaking
making
out.
a face when you started making a face. I don't even know. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't have Alex's making out here. Okay.
Talking about like Alex is looking around really awkward. I'm like, are they talking about me? Or are they talking about him? I'm not really sure right now.
But yeah, I think that would be stressful to have somebody like just try to emulate what we did and take it better. You know, make it better. It's like
Let's see here. Twisted Pixel.
I think they could do a good job. Twisted Pixel. I like those guys.
Who
and
else?
they're owned by Microsoft too. That might happen.
That's true.
Kinect powered.
We're gonna take a 10-second break here to shuffle some stuff. We've added another microphone, so
Sweet.
Alexander has his own, which is exciting. But I gotta change some
Shuffle
stuff here,
away.
so give me 1 second, and we'll be right back.
What are the viewers gonna see?
This.
Oh, they'll just see this.
Hey viewers,
What was going on?
how are you doing? Huh?
What was going on?
The comments were saying that Alex was looking around really awkward, and I wasn't sure if they were talking about me.
Oh, they're
or-
assuredly talking about me.
Definitely.
They're almost always talking about me.
Alexander, give me a mic check
Oh,
there.
check.
Check,
about
check.
you.
1 2 1
With
2.
those
Check,
people,
check.
yeah.
1 2.
All right.
Fair enough. I am their pariah.
I think you do it to yourself.
Who is
Yeah, probably.
just really?
Who's
I'm not
cranking?
moving anything.
Who's cranking their
I
thing?
might have been shuffling just now.
Yeah. Okay, that was you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Again.
It's easy to do.
Hold.
Look at you holding that. No.
All right.
I'm solid.
And we're back. And now, Alexander, you have your own microphone.
Yes.
You can speak to it. You sound fantastic.
Thank you.
We were talking about putting Brad Muir out of a job
Yes, we were.
and
Yes, we were.
and giving another developer his baby, Iron Brigade.
Yeah.
And he doesn't love the idea.
They could put it wherever they want. That's the thing. That's interesting.
But that we'll bring that all back then to 343 and Halo 4 and the Microsoft press conference, which we haven't gotten through the first 5 minutes of yet. So
It's going to be a long night.
it's already a long night, but
I totally
it will.
derailed the shit out of that.
Well,
Sorry
I
about
helped.
that.
I helped. I definitely facilitated that some, but you know, I want to make the most of my guests while I have them here. Ben, Alexander, any thoughts of your own, or any additional thoughts of your own on the Halo 4 stuff?
I was just gonna talk about Usher. Honestly, it was really good.
Do we want to jump straight
really
to
good.
Usher?
I think that's what we're all thinking about.
Yeah.
I was really impressed. I just want to be honest.
Okay, so Usher came out for Dance Central 3.
Right. I guess.
Did
Dance
a big.
Central 3,
Did a big. You were just there for
I was
Usher.
really there for Usher. It was legitimately impressive to see somebody do that.
Were you just?
I'm not an Usher fan.
Are you
and so
sure? Are you
I-
now?
Now.
Okay.
Now you
Now
are,
I'm
yeah.
really an Usher fan.
What was the impressive part?
Being able to do all the things he did at once, basically. Like, he's on stage, like, doing all these crazy dance moves, and there's rockets going off around him, and there's 20 dancers. It was really impressive to see that live.
That's
and
like
I don't
just
really
a
have any
day in
respect
a
for
life.
that stuff. So it was interesting seeing that, which is, I know this isn't video games, but
And I, I'm not sure how much of it came through either in the theater or over the live stream, but my understanding is that Usher did learn this dance routine from the game, and there was a brief moment where they were actually showing gameplay behind him. Obviously, he was not playing the game actively, but they had it synced up so that he was doing those same moves.
I can't speak to that.
And,
That sounds like a question for John Drake.
And no, well, we will again
We
broach
need to
this.
grill the shit out of John
subject.
Drake about
Clearly,
this
clearly.
Usher thing.
Well, we're getting him later in the
Yeah.
week, so he will be nice and worn down by all of E3. So maybe we can really just crack that egg once and for all. I'm looking forward to that.
God love the Harmonix guys, but I don't know that it would have benefited anybody to see them playing their game for a third year running.
No, they needed the spectacle.
Yeah,
They needed something
yeah.
more. Although I will say that what we're hearing about the the story mode in Dance
I
Central
did
3.
desperately want to see the time travel stuff.
Yeah, so like it's part of the conceit is like they wanted to get all of these kind of goofy older songs and dance routines in it, but they're like, how do we get people to do the hustle without it just being fucking completely corny? And time travel.
Time machines are always the
So they just
answer.
made it
That's-
as corny as humanly
I
possible
say,
to make that happen.
lean
That's the way
into
to
it.
go.
Yeah.
I think that's the right move.
Also, though,
Yeah.
shout out to those Harmonix dudes, the producers and stuff, because when they are playing their own game, I mean, granted, it's only unimpressive because you've been seeing it for like years now, right?
Sure.
When they first busted that out and they're like, "Hey, yeah, we work on the game too, and check this shit out," and you're like, "What?
Oh, they can move,
Like
no
you're
doubt.
not like video game nerds?
Yeah.
What is? I can't do that. Like I try to play that. You
The
don't
lead
wanna-
producer-
You don't want to see me playing that game.
The lead
Yeah,
producer
we
on that
do.
game used to be a go-go dancer
Yeah,
professionally.
It's amazing, right?
John
You see
Drake?
them
Yeah.
play it. It's like,
What is a professional go-go dancer?
Like she would work in a club, like she was dancing
That
at a
still
club, like
exists?
she was.
That's still a
yeah,
thing?
I-
Okay.
it
What,
was.
like
Right.
otherwise
That's
an
it.
amateur go-go dancer?
I guess I didn't know that you could be a professional go-go dancer. I didn't know that was a career choice.
Well,
I
you-
thought that was
I
like
think
where you
you're
ended
getting
up.
paid.
I think
It's
I think
getting
this is
paid.
a room full of people that have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can get paid for just about anything.
That's fair. That's a fair point. That's a fair
Absolutely
point.
true.
So I think pro go-go dancer is
a thing. Yeah,
is
it can
allowed.
happen.
Well, I mean, look at Usher. Well, he's a multi-hyphenate up there. He's singing, he's dancing,
Yes.
he's choreographing
All at once.
It's obviously worth paying for when you see him moving around.
It
right?
was. I will share this story. I had dinner the other night with John Drake, and he was talking about the Usher stuff, and he said that guy is just one of the hardest working dudes that he has ever interacted with. Of just like up at 5 a.m. and going all day, like doing interviews, working on the routine with the dancers, just working it. Which it's nice to hear. With someone like that, where it's like here's this huge star, kind of and Usher's. It's weird to think about, but it's like Usher's kind of been like a big star for like 15, 20 years
Totally.
now. Like you don't really, it just kind of creeps up on you just how long Usher's just kind of been around. I couldn't name an Usher song I could name the one. I could name the one with
That
Lil
one today.
Jon.
Oh,
Which one's that?
Yes.
It's called Yeah.
Okay.
Was that song today? Extreme is what it's called or something? They introduced it. And I don't even remember it. I just know the chorus. I'm not of any help.
Can you sing it?
Can you
for
sing
us?
it?
Will you
What do
sing
you,
it
what
for
do you
us?
give me if I can name an
Can you
Usher
hear me
song?
say yeah? That's all I got. He says
that's-
that in the song.
Yeah.
You, my friend.
That's it.
Yeah.
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 You
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
no
What's
Usher.
his-
Yeah.
No, I'm no Usher at all.
Yeah.
Big hit in the
No, I-
90s.
You're hardly even a Justin Bieber.
Oh, definitely not. I don't look like a 14-year-old lesbian, so.
Eh,
No Justin Bieber.
like
Like
26?
Like maybe a
26-year-old
30-year-old
lesbian,
lesbian.
maybe,
Yeah.
26-year-old lesbian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Williamsburg?
I can't make that joke.
What joke can't you make?
No, I don't want to call him a
I want to
26-year-old
address
lesbian.
Okay.
the
It
Williamsburg
seems
thing.
rude.
Okay.
Brooklyn is really big,
Yeah.
and everybody that doesn't live in Brooklyn refers to Brooklyn as Williamsburg. It's really important that I express that this is not the case.
Sure.
That's all. I just want to put that out there.
It's just it's the most buzzwordy, like
It is.
it
is.
just hipster positive kind of
Also, a lot of Brooklyn.
I haven't been to New York City in 25 years.
You should come by. I'll show you. I'll show you around.
To be fair, a lot of Brooklyn kind of fucked.
Of course, super
Yeah,
fun.
kind of a hole.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's an entire part of Brooklyn that is still like a third world country, basically. Yeah. Yes.
It looks
Unpaved
demolished.
roads. Yes.
There's part of this room that looks like a
Yeah.
third world country.
No, most of Brooklyn looks
accurate.
like this room.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I wish that the viewers at home could see the skateboard stairs over here because
Has anybody gone up those stairs?
No, we
really?
can't.
No one's going
Don't
to.
go up
I
the
got
stairs.
about halfway and
I
I
don't know if we
stopped
could show you.
Did
but
you actually try to go up?
and I turned around and walked back down.
Oh yeah, because guys said like don't try and walk up
Oh,
those.
really?
They they put those up today.
not to do that.
This is a very odd place.
Yeah.
It's kind of awesome. The skateboard stairway.
We want to hold forth
shit.
about the state of
I
this.
think you're getting a view of the skateboard
There could be
stairway
dead
into
bodies
this
up there.
loft
Seeing a little.
bedroom. You think it's a bedroom up there? I bet
I
there's
think it's
some
just. I
magic
think it's
that
just
happens
storage.
up
No,
there.
It's a dream loft.
the flop
Yeah,
house.
That's what I think.
The
It
flop
looks
house mattresses are up here in this
serial
loft
killer's
here.
dream.
Of course.
Up there looks like the place where exposed asbestos would be, or like fiberglass insulation,
Sure.
stuff like that.
If you were like a skateboarder though, and you were picking up, skate chicks,
Yeah.
and you brought them home, and you're like, hey, you want to like go upstairs, up the skateboard stairs? Like, I bet that would seal it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
No,
think
no.
Yeah,
that's-
probably.
If you're Rob Dyrdek, maybe. Anyone else? No, that's just
I do
creepy and
think
weird.
But okay, that line of thinking that I just went through, I bet if you were a skateboarder and you went many bong rips deep, you would get there.
The ollie
That's-
oops to heaven.
So that's just, what do you think? How else are you gonna make skateboard steps? Come on.
I mean,
That's
there are
it.
other
I-
drugs
you know
you
what?
can
I-
take.
I'm
You don't
gonna
just have
say-
to take bong rips.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna say
Drug it.
you're probably pretty much right on the money.
Drug-addled.
But yeah,
Thinking about, now I'm thinking about skateboard chicks.
it's just free
Is that a thing?
association inside
Yeah.
Brad Muir's mind
Yeah,
tonight.
sorry.
Just what's next? Jello.
I don't know.
Now he's just gone. Now he's just gone thinking about Jello.
I like thinking about
What were we
stuff.
talking about?
We were
Usher. and-
Usher.
Halo. And
Microsoft.
Stuff. Yeah.
So I will say, I think Microsoft, like Halo, strong start.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it really kind of underwhelming.
I think this conversation is indicative of the Microsoft
Wait,
press
you
conference.
guys were not into the whole Internet Explorer on.
We are trying our best to talk about
the
anything
Xbox.
besides Microsoft
Finally,
because there's
dude.
just nothing
So,
else to
I
talk
mean,
about.
it's-
No, that's unfair. The Splinter Cell was cool. Tomb Raider was cool. Nobody, nothing.
So I
How about Xbox
Splinter
Music?
Cell underwhelmed me quite a bit. I think Tomb Raider looks great.
Yeah, it looks neat.
Tomb Raider looked great. Yeah.
As the beating up Lara
Was there a-
Croft simulator.
Was there a bow
Yeah.
in there?
There was
There
a
was a
bow.
bow.
I heard there was.
Yeah.
There was several
I did not
bows.
see the Microsoft. I was in the air in a flying.
There were
plane
a ton of
during that.
of
There's
bows.
a bow.
It is the year of the
Year
bow.
of the bow.
It is truly the year of the bow.
Sure.
I believe that was trending earlier today.
Yes.
That is ridiculous.
It's a very important
and
hashtag.
But the like it's 2012. These Microsoft and Sony are going to spend a fair amount of time in these press conferences talking about non-game things.
Yep.
Like that's just kind of the reality of it at this point. But it was confusing to me that they spent as much time as they did basically showing the same Kinect voice recognition like Bing functionality that they showed last year, but now in Espanol.
Right.
Like expanding that functionality, great. Does it need that much stage time? I'm not so sure. Especially when you have short trailers for Gears of War Judgment and Forza Horizon. Two big first-party games from Microsoft, and they get trailers and no live gameplay demos. No Cliff Blazinski on the stage.
That's a
Well,
waste
at all.
of a resource right there.
My feeling about
You
it.
got to
was
bring
that-
him out.
I mean, I know it's a people can fly
Yeah.
game, but it's still like that's.
yeah, but he promoted the shit out of Bulletstorm.
That's
like,
true,
He
yeah.
is the face man for that company.
There's
and
no
we
doubt.
should have him there.
I felt overall that with Microsoft, back in corporate headquarters,
I like this place. I talk about this place all the time. It's like
Corporate
a gray
headquarters?
room with dudes in gray suits,
Exactly.
and there's
they're
a big
the
table.
evil people.
Yeah,
They're
and
all
they
sitting
do a lot
around.
of
There's
this.
just this
No,
progressive
seriously,
drum
I
beat
think-
going
I
on
think that
behind
at
them.
this point, the Xbox to these guys, the games is not the #1 priority. And for real, I mean, clearly they were talking about music, they were talking about movies, and they know there's a lot of money in this, and I think that's what they're after at this point. When they come to E3, they have to talk about games because that's what we want to hear. But they can't fill up an hour with games because that's not on their agenda. I mean, look at our Xbox Live dashboard. It's like you can't
Sure.
even find your own fucking games anymore. So I think that really, this was indicative of that at this E3. Like, they had to bring out some games, and they had a great one. They had Halo 4.
The problem,
but they can't fill up an hour anymore.
The problem was not that they dedicated time to that stuff; it's the amount of time they dedicated.
Well, that's
to that
what I
stuff.
mean, because in their agenda is more about that other stuff than games.
Well, I guess they